When I first came here in 2020, there was a valley and there was a river. The river was River THIBA, but today there is a dam. Where there was a valley, there is a reservoir. And it's collecting water. I'm told it's about 7 million cubic meters of water today, and it's expected to fill up to the brim, which will be about 15 million cubic meters of water. That and this is the story of THIBA Dam. Well, the story of THIBA Dam can only be told by men and women who are at the center of the construction. And that is why today we are meeting Engineer Charles Mwea. Habari ya bwana engineer?
I'm good.
How are you?
I'm good.
Nakuona?
Yes, yes.
So you are here just looking at this dam?
Yes, sure.
How do you feel now?
I feel nice. I look at our potential now which has been unlocked. I look at our potential now whereby we are able now to put thousands and thousands of acres under irrigation.
Yes.
In Mwea. I'm Engineer Charles Mwea, Head of the Infrastructure at the National Irrigation Authority. You know, it has taken 4 years, as you have correctly put it. And when I first came here, it was all bush. And you could not visualize that at the end of the day, it's where we are today. And of course, from an engineering perspective, you know, I could visualize actually, and I could see how the end will be. But to a layman who is not an engineer, at that time it was not possible. But as you can see today, through that journey of 4 years, with a bit of challenges here and there, we are there and we have been able to achieve. And we'll be able to bring additional 10,000 acres under irrigation in Mwea and grow the economy from 10 billion to 16 billion. And you know, when you look at that alone, that is wealth creation, that is development.
What capacity?
Right now it's 7 million.
7 million.
7 million cubic meters of water. Ultimately, we are going to store 15 million cubic meters of water. Yes.
So, when will you say that it's full?
Now, when you analyze now the number of meters, what is remaining now, it's about 11 meters.
11.
Now from here, we are going to have, after 11 meters, water will start spilling downstream.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So you're remaining, do you have a place you're looking at?
Yes, you can look at those steps there. That is the observation area. And each of those steps is a meter.
Okay.
So now we have 11 of those meters. By the time we reach the 11th one,
each
water
step is a meter.
Is a meter. So water will start spilling through the spillway.
Or once it hits the last one, it will have reached the level of the spillway.
The spillway then starts spilling downstream.
Now behind me is the reservoir, and on my left hand side is where the dam wall is. Well, the impounding of water, or the process of impounding water here, started 2 weeks ago. And I'm being told by engineers here that at least 7 million cubic meters of water has already been collected in the reservoir area. And it is expected that once the dam is full, 15 million cubic meters of water will have been collected here. And where I'm standing right now, as you can see, it's a dry land. But once the dam is full, it will be submerged. That is how much water will be collected by the dam at the end of it all.
Now, once it reaches at 11 meters from now, where we are, we'll have a balance of 5 meters, which is a freeboard for safety. But at 11 meters exactly, the water will now start going downstream. What that means, if the inlet to the dam is about 4 cubic meters per second, that is what now will start spilling downstream the river.
So why do you have those checks, and then you have a spillway?
Now,
Because it looks like they are checks.
those are checks. Essentially, they are supposed to inform you, so that at any point in time, we can be able to calculate. What has happened, there's what we are calling, each of those steps means some storage.
Okay.
So if you read we are at this step, you are able to automatically determine what storage we have in the dam.
Okay.
Then just progressively like that.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, beautiful.
So it's a measuring mechanism.
Well, the construction of this dam is expected to have an impact on rice farming in Kenya, with the country targeting to be self-sufficient when it comes to rice production. Now, this is what the head of the Presidential Delivery Unit had to say about that.
Kenya's current demand for rice is about 350,000 metric tons. Mwea is currently producing about just shy of 115,000 metric tons. With this project, we are going to increase that by 100,000, which will bring it to about 215,000 metric tons. With the current flow, natural flow of the river, farmers are only able to do one season. With this dam now, we shall be able to do 2 seasons. So arithmetically, we are not just talking about the 35,000 acres under irrigation. We are talking about 35,000 acres under irrigation twice a year. So arithmetically, it is 70,000 acres of land under irrigation.
And I would ask government to continue giving us such projects in this region, because we really need water. We know that we depend on agriculture, but our major hiccup is water.
Well, when I look here, and of course it is water, but I look at a potential. And I look at a potential whereby now we are going to increase the area under irrigation, because the main constraint in Mwea, because land is there, which is very suitable for rice production, the main constraint has been water. So I look at Mwea now, where there are no conflicts over water, where every farmer now will get enough water to be able to grow their crop.
You say you are a happy man, and
Yes.
I'm sure even Kenyans will be happy one day.
Everybody should be happy in this nation. And by the way, now rice is becoming the thing. It's also becoming a staple food. And in terms of food security, we'll go a long way in improving food security.
So in terms of rice, because I understand we still import a lot of
Yes,
rice.
we import.
So the target is to reduce
The deficit.
Make Kenya,
Yeah, deficit. We import, the total national requirement is 500,000 metric tons. We are now saying we are moving now from 112 million tons of, tons of rice in Mwea to around 200,000 metric tons. So now we will still have a deficit of around, if you consider what we are producing in other schemes in the country, maybe we are at about 300,000 metric tons today. So we still have a deficit of 200,000 metric tons to go. And with this and other projects come on board, we'll be able to work like this.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I've seen the process of constructing this mega structure. But what has amazed me is not just the pace, but the knowledge that indeed with proper investment, we can have so many life-changing projects in this country. My name is Enock Sikolia, and I am the Kenyan historian.